Andrew Strauss, he sort of played the cut, where Strauss there is playing it with a straight bat. Is that what you want, this one? Is that what you want batsmen to be doing off the back foot as opposed to cutting?
I don't mind if batsmen are looking to play me from the back foot, but depends, on the wicket. If that wicket have a lot of bounce, then most of the batters will go back rather than coming forward because they're worried about ball hitting their glove. But with this, straight bat from the back foot, you're always there in the game. Unless Sangha, we would have played this ball differently, cutting it. Where Strauss is looking to just play with the straight bat. That brings me in the game. Because I don't know how much it's going to bounce. I don't know how much it's going to spin, though I've given the rip on the ball to spin. But, this is where he made the mistake. From the back foot, you can't really look to play like this. It got to be through cover, or either you just play with the horizontal bat.
Just at the end of your mind. Go on.
So that's absolutely spot on, because when I go onto the back foot, I'm immediately thinking runs. I'm thinking, where's my single? Get off strike quickly. If it's there to attack, I'll attack it. But I'm not going to go back, and unless it's a really good ball where I've made a misjudgment, I won't just try and defend it. I'll actually try and push it into a gap, either on the leg side or the off side, to try and get off strike. If not, try and get some more runs.
But I'm just talking about a man over there and wanting you to play across it. If he was to pitch something along that line, again, Rahul Dravid said to me that when he faced off-spin, he was taught from a young age to just go with the spin. Then he started batting with Sehwag, and he was fed up watching him flay it through point against the spin, rewired himself to play that shot. Did you worry about coming across the spin?
No, we used to talk about in the Sri Lankan dressing room, and we always had a theory that if you're a good player of spin, you must be able to hit against the spin. For a lefty, it mostly happens when a left-armer is bowling into the rough. He wants you to try and drive, create a gap between bat and pad, and get you bowled through the gate. So he leaves extra cover open most of the time. So for me, if I'm batting, there's a gap there. I want him to bowl a little bit too full, and I want to put pressure on him to try and avoid bowling to me there by actually hitting him through that gap for 4. I might get out doing it once in a while. Actually trying to hit it there, I might get out caught short mid-wicket sometimes if it turns too much. Bowl through the gate. But it doesn't matter. I'll sweep him from there once in a while to create a bit of doubt. But more importantly, whether I'm in the crease or coming down, I will try and get to the pitch of the ball and hit against the spin through that extra cover gap. So he's got to move a fielder from the leg side at some point there and gives me further opportunity to work singles conventionally with the spin when that happens.
What's the key to playing the sweep shot?
That's probably the worst question to ask me, because that was not the most natural sweep, and I'd work a lot to sweep. But if Budgie bowled, I would let the sweep happen naturally. If it drifts and it automatically happens, I know I'm watching the ball, I know I'm in the zone. The only time I'll premeditate a sweep against Budgie is when he's bowling into that no man's land. If he slightly goes wider.
So he's out here?
Yeah, somewhere around there. So here, with the angle he bowls and his ability to use the seam and the scramble seam to get it coming back into me, get it drifting into me. So I've got to make a decision, do I play or do I leave? Because once in a while, he'll rip it from there into the slips. So this is where I hate bowlers to bowl, because I'm trying to play him with the bat, and I know I have to, because if I play it like this, it drifts in, I get out LBW. So once in a while from there, I'll try and get my foot across. If we go slightly wide and go, boom. The moment that happens, I know he's thinking, okay, maybe I'm too wide, and you bowl a little bit straight onto the better part of the wicket. It gives me a little bit more opportunity and confidence in my defence.
If you see him go down, I'm going to pick on Strauss again. You got Strauss out sweeping. We like picking on Andrew. Premeditated sweep here, we reckon, because he's gone very early. When you're looking at the clues for someone coming down. Do you see a batsman go early? What delivery do you bowl?
Full. Bowl full.
Bowl full?
Yeah, if there are a lot of guys who play sweep, what I look to do to them is bowl full and sometimes bowl fast. I remember one of that series, Gilchrist and Hayden, they kept on sweeping me in the first game. But then I realized that I might have to be fuller to start with to Gilly. And that's exactly what I did. In next five inning, he didn't get anything, because every time he went down, ball was early.
Gentlemen, thank you very much indeed. David.
Well, I tell you what, I get the impression they could all talk for hours on that particular topic. We'll see how much off-spin we see today in due course. In fact, we might see quite soon, because any moment now, 5 minutes or so, we will be out here at Lord's with the start of day 3 of this second Test match.
What a drive.
If you spit blood, you may have gum disease and could be on a journey to much worse. Help stop the journey of gum disease. Switch to Corsadil toothpaste. It's 4 times more effective at removing the main cause of bleeding gum.